failed attempt. Guys, the British media has egg on their face. They have egg on their face because they are so wishing for the downfall of Prince Harry, and it will never happen. That man is protected. For 2 years, certain media outlets, royal experts, and right-wing think tanks, we know who it is, the Heritage Foundation, have been obsessing over one thing: Prince Harry's immigration status. They want him to be deported. They have said it over and over. They've gone back to the courts over and over because they want Harry to feel it, because Harry wants to live in the US, but no, they want to bring him back at all costs, whatever cost. These people are evil. And after all that time, all the noise, all the conspiracy theories, all the wishing, the very poor, the very bad, leaving his wife, leaving his children, all of that, guys, after all of that, what did they get? Nothing but black lines on a page and a legal smackdown from the U.S. Department, from the U.S. Department of Government, the DHS. The DHS said, get lost. There is nothing. You are an abject failure, absolute failure. You will not get to see Harry's immigration because he has every single right to privacy. It is not in the public's interest. It does not belong in the public domain. And Harry has every single right to have his privacy, have his immigration record sealed. It's none of your darn business. I would say something else. The failed obsession. They are obsessed with this man. It started with a whisper, then turned into a full-blown hysteria. The Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank with a questionable agenda, and let's guys put this questionable, and you see the media all over deserves some reckoning because what they are doing is ridiculous. They don't do their research. They run with every story. They pick up news from social media, which is just not right. It's not acceptable, right? They launched a lawsuit against the Department of Homeland Security. Their mission to prove Prince Harry lied on his immigration forms and have him kicked out of the US. But instead, they ended up looking completely ridiculous, stupid. Today they had eggs on their faces because they lied to the public over and over, telling them that Harry's immigration is going to be made public. That is wrong. That is untruth. The judge smacked them down a couple months ago. They went back thinking that they were going to get him now that Trump is in the White House. And even Trump said, no. His Department of Justice said this is not going to happen. No. Right? We know that Biden administration told them on no uncertain term that it wasn't going to happen, but they wanted more flesh. They wanted a piece of Harry's flesh. They are just yearning out there over and over, wanting this man to fail, wanting this man to leave his family. These people are some sick, evil people. As one person on X put it, the Department of Homeland Security said, we ain't showing you itch. S-H-I-T, we know what that is. And honestly, that's exactly how it should be. No one has the right to dig into his private records, and the U.S. government made that crystal clear. And come on. Another person says, so not so confident now, huh? All that noise for nothing. I hope the haters and certain media outlets have booked a group therapy session after this massive failure. We hear other person say, so all they got were black lines. Where are his visa documents? We were promised visa documents? Why are you people always getting our hopes up only to let us down? Being disappointment so often is oppressing. Why are they always winning? Of course, you know they're talking about Harry and Meghan. Why they always winning? So, as we said to you guys, so we're talking about the shutdown from the administration. And if that wasn't enough, even the Trump administration, yes, the same administration these people usually praise, shut down their claims. A lawyer from the Department of Homeland Security confirmed Harry's application followed all the applicable rules and regulations. No special treatment, no violations, no drama. Just a man legally, hear that? Legally moving to be with his wife and children. Oops! Guess they won't be getting that Harry deported headline they were hoping for, because we know headlines were already written in the skies because the amount of headline that they would have pushed out if Harry was found to have done something untoward, but nothing. This whole debacle is part of a bigger, more sinister agenda. These people are obsessed with separating Harry from his wife, Meghan, and children, Archie and Lilibet. They want him back under royal control, back in a system that treated him horribly, back in a place where he was never allowed to have his own voice. But here's the truth. Harry isn't going anywhere. How many times we tell you? He ain't going back, guys. Please. As the Duchess Meg said, Prince Harry is not coming back. And why would he? He has a life, a family, and a purpose in the US. Meanwhile, those trying to drag him back just expose themselves as desperate, bitter, and completely out of touch. The internet, as ever, reacts. The internet had a field day with this disaster, this epic fail, right? Some royal watchers were expecting a bombshell, but all they got were heavily redacted documents that confirmed exactly nothing. As @Royal puts it, so not so confident now, huh? All the noise for nothing. It's giving massive failure energy. And we tell you, empty barrels make the most noise. That's what they do. But here's a bigger picture, guys. Prince Harry has moved on. He has a wife who supports him, children he adores, absolutely adore his children, and a life he chose for himself. But some people can't stand to see him happy. The British media, certain royalists, and right-wing groups will do anything to drag him back, except, newsflash, he's free and he's not looking back, right? While his haters spend their time obsessing over his visa status, Prince Harry is out here making a difference. Maybe it's time they found a new hobby. We're talking about his haters. So what have we learned today, guys? Misinformation and disinformation needs to stop. It is a shame on the journalistic professionalism, because guess what? Every single media outlet had the same ridiculous story that Harry's visa information was going to be made public. Not one of them did their research. They all went on the bandwagon spreading misinformation and disinformation. They all spread lies. They need to research and stop the foolishness, stop regurgitating crazy social media people who are out to just win a buck and for clickbait. We know that's why a lot of them are doing it. But when you see actual newspaper now picking up those stories without knowing the actual facts, then it means you're just like them. So what have we learned? We have learned that they have received nothing. Harry's visa information will not be made public. Prince Harry isn't getting deported. His immigration status is legal and protected. And those who tried to take him down, well, they just gave us all a good laugh because they are being ridiculed right now on social media. So, guys, this is the lesson. Don't believe everything you read. Do your own research. Wait for the courts to act. Wait for people to, the right people to send out the information. I mean, I was also getting something from Freedom of Information where they say that was all misinformation. That was a lie. It wasn't going to be revealed. All the judge did was redact a lot of things and just put out what the court has already ruled on, which was that Harry, as a private citizen, deserved the freedom and all rights allotted to every individual, and they were not going to allow his immigration to be fodder for them to be harassed, because the court pointed out that all they would do is harass Harry. They want to know his immigration status. That's all this was, a fishing expedition, and the court knocked it down and said enough is enough. You guys leave these people alone, let them live their lives, move on with yours. Harry and Meghan are happy and free. So we need to just be so happy for today, guys. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Bye.